Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Hello, hello. Good afternoon. Well, late afternoon. It's 3:25. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. I think I have to adjust the camera a little bit. Bear with me. Hi, Shannon. I think it got moved just a hair. Whoopsies. There we go. I think that's better. I don't know, though. Hello. Hi, Gina. Hi, Donna. Hi, Shannon. Hi, Marlene. Hi, everyone. Hello, hello. Today, hi, Christopher. Hello, Candy. Hi, everyone. I think it says, are we live on? Yes, we are live on Facebook as well. Hello, everyone. Hi, Darren. Hi, everybody. So, today, as most of you probably guessed, I could not go a single day more without using this foil. So, the Mystic Rainbow Foil is going to be the star of the show today. And I could not wait one more moment in not using this particular product because I love it so very much, and I think it's so cool, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ways to use foil today. We're going to talk about some products that maybe you never saw or never knew that we had, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun together. So I hope that you will spend about an hour here. It's probably about how long we'll be live, about an hour with me this afternoon. We'll chit-chat about different products, new products, and some older products that we brought back in that we really love. And I hope that you'll have some fun with me this afternoon. So, first and foremost, what I'll be using today is I guess we can go down to the table. Hold on one second. So what I plan on using today, and not necessarily in any particular order, because I just grabbed a whole bunch of things that I wanted to play around with today, is the Mystic Rainbow Foil. So this foil, as I showed all of you yesterday, is just so incredible. And we're going to use this today. Also, we are going to utilize some of these panels that came with, I don't think we're going to use these ones today because that one, well, we're not going to do any coloring today, but I think we're going to use a couple of these panels to make some quick and easy cards. We're going to use some of the peel and stick toner sheets. I don't know if y'all know or knew that these existed, but these toner sheets are incredible because, again, they are peel and stick, and they're just fantastic because you can peel and stick, and we'll show you. Also, we're going to be using some of the conversation clippings that are from the lovely Ladybug set. So these are the conversation clippings that I still have left over that I've been kind of utilizing and playing around with. Also, we're going to be using some of the card bases that we have at Brutus Monroe. These are the side folding, or top folding, I guess you would say, already pre-scored, the super heavyweight great ones. Also, we're going to be using the fabulous floral standalone dies. I have been dying to try these out. I haven't had a chance to yet, but this die set was inspired by the lovely and uber super talented Shannon, who is the director of our inspiration team. And she really wanted a new floral set, and we said, all right, let's figure out what that floral set looks like. And this is it, and I think this is like the last standalone floral set you'll need until Shannon comes up with another one. So for now, I think this is the only one that you will need. Also, you're going to need, I just used some regular everyday printer paper. I think this is like, 20 pound or something to send our items through the laminator. And you will need a laminator for the technique that we're doing today. Now, you don't need a laminator if you are using just like some adhesives and things like that, but you will need a laminator for what we are planning on doing today. So first and foremost, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of foiling. So 2 of the card bases, we are going to foil these 2 pieces here. And the reason we're going to foil these is because they are going to be our focal Whereas for the other ones, we're going to do the focal with the foil on the flowers. You'll see what I mean in a second. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab a piece of our foil. And the best tool you could ever want, in my opinion, when it comes to foiling is this little guy. We do sell this at Brutus Monroe. I think it is in limited stock right now, and that's only because so many of you have purchased it. You can cut right on this glass mat. But I am obsessed with this little rotary tool because it makes my foil cutting effortless. And unfortunately, it can be difficult to cut your foil with a scissor because it dulls your scissors and it just isn't, it's just not the best for that. So to foil these items, I'm going to take them, and remember when you're foiling, we'll do a quick foiling 101 lesson. When you're foiling, you want to make sure that you put the dull or the not so pretty side onto the surface of your what you're actually printing, okay, or what you're foiling on, if that makes sense. So I'm going to take a piece of our printer paper and I'm going to fold it right in half. And again, this is just standard printer paper. You can use a parchment paper if you would like. It's completely up to you. It does not matter. And we're just going to put that little sandwich right through our laminator here. Is everybody having a good Friday so far? Hello, Kathy. Hello, hello. That's okay, Robin. Please take your note to the teacher. Your excuse. Thank you. Happy Friday, Candace. Happy Friday. All right. So we're sending that one through. It just takes a moment in the laminator. And I'll grab another piece of paper to get this one ready. I generally have a whole bunch of these laying around to foil with. Okay. So now our first one is out. We'll take our second one, pop that through. Oh, good. Oh, that's awesome. Hello in Australia. Hi, Andrew. This new foil is incredible. Hopefully you can see it a little bit better. You'll be able to see it once I peel this. Okay. It's really cool. Very different. Very, very unique. That is for sure. All right, so our second one should be coming through in a second here. And then I will show you exactly what they look like once we peel them. Okay. Our second one is done. All right. Oh, you're foiling too, Andrew. That's awesome. All right. So now we'll do the peel, which is my favorite part. Oh my goodness. Do you see that foil? That beautiful foil goodness on there? Wow. So easy, so effortless. And don't throw this away because you know you can use this for other projects with that toner. Okay, here's our next one. Oh, wow. Absolutely stunning every single time. Just absolutely perfect. I love it. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Okay, so those are our first two cards. And now what I'm going to do is we're going to create some florals to put on top of them. So the way that we're going to do that is I'm just going to take some just regular everyday. This is the Perfect Blend paper that's already card-based size. So it's good for these types of dies. And what I'm going to do is we're going to cut them out. So we'll cut out a couple of little flowers here. Whoops. Let me grab my, there we go. So we could just place them right on here. We'll grab a couple of other little doodads and pieces here. Let's see. Okay, we'll do that one there. I'm going to try to get the biggest bang for our buck. Out of this one pass, because we are going to add a little bit of shading to them as well. All right, so let's go ahead, and I should have done this on the plate. That would have been a little bit wiser on my part, but it's okay. All right, so I'm just arranging them on the plate. I know you can't see me, but that's okay. I'm just rearranging them on the plate. All right. Now I'm just sending them through. All right. And all of our floral pieces are now cut out. Now you could just do these without any type of color at all if you don't want to. But I am going to add, I have to do a little bit of ink blending on them. All right. So we're going to do 2 different sets of these. Let me grab them off of here, and I'm going to show you a little trick today. One of my favorite tricks when you do them all together like this. Okay, so let me pop these back in. Actually, we'll probably only need this set, to tell you the truth. If we need more, we can cut more. Do y'all have, might take a little bit longer today, but I hope, whoops, wrong size. I hope y'all have some time this afternoon. Okay, and place this one back in here. Whoops. It's a jigsaw puzzle. Well, there we go, Christopher. That was a close one. All right, so now I'll put our last piece in. Now all I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some washi tape that we don't necessarily care about wasting. If you get that washi tape that they have from the Dollar Tree, grab that. If you get some washi tape on sale, use that. You just don't want to use your favorite washi tape on this technique, because all it's going to do is it's just holding this in. So you don't necessarily want to grab your favorite one. Now, you could also do this on the stick and stamp mat, but I am not going to show you it on the stick and stamp mat because they're not in stock and I don't want anyone to yell at me. They're coming soon though. They are supposed to ship to us Monday, so they should be here next week. That's the plan. Oh, you are so welcome, Caroline. You are so welcome. It was my pleasure. But what you would do on the stick and stamp mat is you would do the same thing I'm doing now, but you wouldn't have to worry about sticking it because the stick and stamp mat would hold all this into place. Does that make sense? I hope so. All right, so let's pop our dies over here. And all we're going to do is some blending. All right, so all we have to grab now are our blending tools. So we're going to do, I think, a little bit of maybe a rainbowish kind of look to these. So we'll start with some Shooting Star. Oh, nope, I lied. We'll start with Over the Moon, which is my favorite yellow from Simon Hurley. And let me grab this here. Okay. Whoopsies. All right. And I love, love, love this tool. And it's in the wrong place. There we go. And we just got these back in stock. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to gently add some color to these. It doesn't have to be perfect. We just want to add a little bit of rainbow of color. And you can see it's now holding all of my die cuts into place. And these I think are going to look very pretty once they're all done. And this is great because this holds everything in place when I'm blending. Okay, so we started with our yellow. Oh, thank you for clicking the like. Now I think we'll add in a little bit of orange. Well, no, I lied. Let's do a little triple berry. I'm trying to pull the colors that are in the foil. I think we'll do a little triple berry, and I think we'll do a little... I need a blue. I need a blue. Hold on. I know I got one over here. Clear skies. That's what we'll do. I think that'll be perfect for these particular inks. All right. Or these particular flowers, I'm sorry. So now we'll do the clear skies. And just add a little bit of that color on as well. And again, there's no right or wrong way to do this. We're just adding some color, right? Hello, Nancy. And it's almost going to give it kind of like an airbrushed look. And if you have those little tiny teensy blenders, you could use those too, but I think this is just... And then next, we have our triple berry. Okay. And again, we're just kind of splotching on some color. There's no real method to this madness. It's just adding really pretty color all the way around. And you'll see these flowers are going to kind of take a life of their own once they get pulled out of our little... So see? Isn't that fun? Fun and easy. Okay. All right. So now, since these were all in here, we're going to wait a minute. And I think what we're going to do is we're going to put a little bit of water on them. So I'm just going to use this distress sprayer and just gently hit them with a little bit of water. And you'll see right before our eyes how they're going to start to look like they're watercolor. Do you see that? That's one of the things that I absolutely love about Simon's inks. All right, do I have... Oh, I do. It's like, do I have a paper towel? And I do. All right, so to help this process along a little bit, we're going to grab our... Hi, Kara. Your sound is cutting in and out. Is anyone else's sound cutting in and out? Oh, thank you, Shannon. All right, so now we're going to heat set this because we want it to dry, because I, of course, put too much water. but that's just unfortunately what I tend to do whenever I'm getting excited about inks and water. And okay, just wanted to make sure it wasn't something that was happening on the internet side. Well, Kara, I will be your distraction any day. You know that. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take our little pieces here and we're going to brush off all the little bits that... There we go. All right, so now we're going to take our trimmer. We're going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. I can't get over how beautiful these are shining. Okay, so 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. And then we're just going to apply these to our card base. Okay. Easy so far, right? Aren't they fun? And you do get 2 in each pack. Okay, let me get the adhesive on all of these. I am using the Brutus Monroe Easy. It's back? Okay, good. I don't know what was happening. All right, so let's go ahead and get these attached then. Then we can start playing around with the flowers. Got to grab my clippings catcher, one of my favorite Brutus Monroe tools to put all my little bits and bobs in until I can get to the big garbage can. Okay, place that right on there. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's so shining, shimmering, splendid. All right, now for our second one. There we go. Look at that. Oh, I love it. All right, so now for both of these, we're just going to apply some flowers and a sentiment, and then our cards will be complete. Wasn't that simple? All right, so we're going to start with, let me peel off the washi. And then see how cool those look? They take on a whole different look once they are peeled. I'll show you this one here in just a second. See how cool? Here, I'll bring this one up to the camera. Look at how beautiful that flower is. So simple. Okay. All right. last ones. Okay. Thank you, Candy. All right, so those are all of our flowers. And don't throw this away, because goodness, you could put some glitter stock behind that. I mean, the sky's the limit on what you could do with those extra pieces. So is everybody following along so far? So far, so good? So far, so good? Oh, it would be pretty. Okay. Lost sound? All right. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our first largest flower, and I think we're just going to place it down here in the corner. I think that'll be perfect. Add a little bit of adhesive onto the back. Okay. All right. There we go. I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. All right. Now we'll take our second largest one, and that's what we'll have for our focal point at the bottom of this one. Oh, one in and out. Glad it's back now. Okay. And then we'll take our next ones, and we can kind of mix and match these however we would like. And I'm going to take a little bit of the Brutus Monroe glue. Pop that right in the center there for each one. Then we can kind of just play around and build ourselves a little kind of brooch-like flower. And you don't necessarily have to use all the pieces that you cut. I probably won't. But I'm thinking we'll use these little guys for the centerpiece. And then add the other ones on top here. Okay. And then, of course, you can fluff these little pieces up. And I know the flowers look kind of odd at the angle they're at right now, and that's just simply because you can't see the full foil. Oh, that's a great idea. But now look at it with the foil. It makes so much more sense having that little flower down there in the corner. Okay, and then I think we're going to need some, maybe like a sprig or two. I didn't cut any sprigs, but never fear. We have them here. So I'm going to cut 2 sprigs. Set these to the side to dry for a second while we cut out our sprigs. Because I feel like we just need like one big sprig going up on either side. So we'll do the same technique. Okay. Try to keep our pieces in this time. So flip this guy over. I feel like we just need a little sprig going up the side so when we put our sentiment on, there's a little more interest. Okay. Just a little bit of tape on the back of either of these. Okay. And then we can start our blending. So, I think we'll use, let's see. I think we'll use some of the Clear Skies and some of the Later Gator. I think that'll be a really pretty color combo. Let me add a little bit of tape right here. You could generally see very quickly where your problem areas are going to be when you're blending, like what's going to pop up. But again, if you're using the stick and stamp mat, you won't ever have this issue because you won't have to worry about things popping up because they will stay right where they're supposed to be. All right, any questions so far? All right, so we're going to take some of the Later Gator, and we'll just start on the one side, and it'll give us kind of like some really pretty shading. We want these to be a little bit deeper in color. Okay. And then we'll use some Clear Skies on the other side. I think that'll just make it look kind of more whimsical. Yeah, we have more of the Simon Hurley ink coming in. Unfortunately and fortunately, we just can't seem to keep it in stock. So we're just adding, and you'll see this, I know it looks a little crazy now, because it always does when you're first blending, but once you pull it out of here is when it really comes to life. Okay. That ink away. Now this time I'm going to put down a paper towel so that when I'm spraying it doesn't get all crazy. Okay, so now a little bit of spritz. And you'll start to see it very quickly come to life. Do you see those splatters? And then I'm just going to come in. Whoops, dropped the die. Come in with my heat it tool. Get it kind of heated up. And then take my, and now this is going to give us much more pronounced spots. Take my paper towel and tap it, and now look. Oh, I just think it's so perfect. Okay. And they should almost be dry. All right. Now, we go in, peel off our washi. I try to do this while it's still warm from drying because it makes it peel off so much easier. And now look at this. All right, I'm going to peel this out so you can see just how beautiful this sprig is now. Isn't that so cool? I love it. I love this technique. There we go. And there we go. So there's our two pieces. Ready to go. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're just going to tuck these behind. Because again, I feel like we just need a little sprig. Yep, that's exactly what it needed. Don't you think? And then a little sentiment right here. I think that's all it needed. And I'm not even going to tack this all the way down. I'm just going to tack down the base portion. A little bit of Brutus Monroe glue. I'm just going to tuck that behind. Like so. Oh my word. I love it. Okay, so there's the first one. Now for our second one. Wrong side, Christopher. You can tell it's Friday. Ooh. Gluing the wrong side of things. My word. FYI, click on all new. Oh, thank you. I will make sure to fix that this evening. I'm so glad you just told me that. Okay. There we go. I think that's perfect. Okay, so now for this one, and I think we're just going to do a white sentiment because I don't think we need to, you know, it'll get a little too crazy if we do too much color. I think we'll do these two sentiments. I think we'll do the "We belong together" and Ladybug Kisses. This is my favorite new tool in the whole entire world. I use this so often now for cutting my sentiments. And we do have them in stock. I don't know how many we have in stock, but we do have them in stock. And I just love them. Okay, so the Ladybug Blessings, we'll put on, of course, the Ladybug one. Now, you can shade this or you can do whatever you would like with it. I'm not going to be doing any shading because I think that it's just going to be perfect all on its own. And we're just going to place that sentiment right like so. Oh, I love it. Look at how beautiful. And I wish you could see this foil in real life. It is just breathtaking. Okay, so there's that. And then let's do our second one, which is "We Belong Together," which I think is perfect with like the honeycomb look. Okay. Place that right there. Oh, it's so perfect. Okay, so now, you know it's not a card until I bring out this Jewels mix. And we do have more of this coming. I don't know if they're still in stock or not. Please don't be upset with me if they're not in stock, because every time we get them back in, they're gone in like 10 seconds because they are just, the price point is so good and they're so beautiful. And it's just what happens when we get them back in. So I'm going to add just one beautiful little gem right in the center of each one. And let's see, we'll use the bigger one for, well, we'll use a big one for both. And these gems, I tell you, They are so spectacular. And you get so many in this set. Okay. And that completes the cards. So what do you think? Simple, easy. You could add more to this if you would like. You know, more florals, more, you know, background pieces, whatever you would like to do. So simple, so easy. And I wish, again, you could see them in real life because they're so elegant. So elegant. Okay, so now we're going to do one more card because it is 4:05. I wasn't paying attention to the time. And then for our last card, we're going to do some foiling on some of the... So we're not going to foil this. This is going to be... We're going to blend on this. But we are going to foil our... Okay. We are going to foil, though, our toner sheets. Okay. And I'm going to do this a little bit differently than I think most people would do it. And I'm not going to foil this sheet first. And let me tell you why. Because I want a definitive variation of the foiling. And the only way we can really do that is if the pieces are foiled second, if that makes sense. I'll show you what that means. So we're going to cut this in half. Okay. And then we'll place all of our little doodads. So let me grab the cutting plate first. Let's do it this way. Whoopsies. I'm going to grab our pieces. Yeah, the peel and stick toner sheets just came back in stock. Literally just came back in stock. Okay, and then we'll use this last piece here. Okay. Now we can run this puppy through. Yes, I know my die plates have been very well loved. We use die plates around here until they crack. Okay. So now I have all my little pieces. Those up there. Okay. And now when we run this through, we will have all different variations of foil, because I'm going to show you how I'll run this through. Okay. So the foil will kind of be in all different places on here instead of in just one spot, because we put our pieces in all different spots, if that makes sense. So it'll give us a variation of color when we foil. All right, so let me place it in here first before I get too far ahead of myself. Okay. And the cool thing about doing it this way too is generally the foil will not fully attach to the end bits, which I love. I think it gives it such a cool vintage look. You might not like that. You might want to do all the foiling first. It's completely up to you. Okay. So let's cut our foil to the appropriate size with our little rotary cutter. We should probably start where I can see, huh? There we go. Then we're going to place this one big sandwich together. Put it all together, okay? Then we're going to send it right through the machine. All right. Okay. You too, Candy. And what we're going to do is we're going to start ink blending on this one. And then we're going to do kind of like a fun little flower bouquet, just like we did on the other one. But this time our flowers are already peel and stick. And they are already foiled. So they're like completely foiled. Oops, just knocked over my card. One moment, please. Don't want the card to go flying off the thing here. Okay, so we'll be able to pull these out in just 1 second. Just knocked my card off the stand. And so now you'll be able to see all of our little pieces here. And I think one piece shifted, which is okay. We could have absolutely gone in with some washi for these, but it's okay. I'm going to set this to the side for a second. It looks like this piece shifted, but that's okay. We're going to do some ink blending. So let me grab a piece of scrap paper here. Oh, nope, I'll grab a grid mat. We'll start doing our blending. I need some of the shooting star. We're just going to blend really well around the edges. That's all we're going to do. And remember, these can also be foiled as well. We're just going to give ourselves kind of a heavy blend around the outside here. And there is some of this beautiful yellow / gold inside on this on the foil, excuse me. And we're also going to do that same technique with the water, because I just love, if you have a water reactive ink, activate it. We're just going to go very light in the center there. And there we go. All right. So now, put these away and grab our water and just spritz. And remember, our card panels are printed on the exact same paper that our perfect blend is. So it's going to have that same reaction and that same look. I think I might need a little bit more water though. A couple of bigger droplets. There we go. Now I'm again going to take my paper towel right on top and soak up those bigger droplets. Oh, wow. Oh, that looks incredible. I know it's going to be hard to see on camera, but there are so many little droplet marks. I love it. Now we're going to go ahead and we will heat this up. Thank you, Monica. I thought the yellow would be good with the bees. All right, we did get a little bit of rolling, which is okay. Just going to cut this down to 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Did that cut crooked? A little bit. It's okay. Now we'll put this on our card base, and then we're going to start building our flower. All right. I'm hoping everybody got all the simple stories that they wanted, because I know the new simple stories, that indigo was going real quick. What? I do? Oh, yes. Oh, whew. I was like, Michael just came in here and he said something about a class. I was like, I have a class right now? There's a class that Michael is doing. Woo! It's definitely Friday. There is a class that Michael is doing with it's called, what is that collection called? Vintage Indigo Garden. Simple Vintage Indigo Garden. And he is doing this class. I was just looking it up because he posted, there's actually a video on the class. It's a flip book, correct? Is that what they call it? It's like it's so cool. It's a flip book album. And I'm telling you, y'all are going to absolutely love it. It comes with everything you need for the flip book, which I think it's so, so cool. So make sure you take a look. There's a video posted on the product. And I know that it's going to sell out quick. There's only so many spots. It is virtual. And also remember, it's one of the Zoom classes. So what that means is you can interact with Michael as he's crafting. And you can talk to one another while it's happening. So it's a little different than what, the normal classes would be, which I think is super cool. So I've just peeled this off. Now look, just absolutely beautiful. So all I have to do is now pop these flowers out. And they're all foiled. They are all foiled and ready to go. Look how cool. And I don't even know how to explain how gorgeous. But the reason we did all of this together like this is because I wanted there to be pieces that were variegated in color. Do you see that? I love it. Absolutely love it. So we're going to put together kind of like a little floral sprig, I guess you could say. A floral spray, I guess, is more of what we would call it. So we're going to start with, and I think for this one we'll start up in this area. And again, it's going to be very hard to see just how beautiful these foiled flowers are unless you do them in real life. So now this is sticky, because remember this was a adhesive backed foil. Toner sheet, excuse me, not adhesive back foil. Wouldn't that be nice? Just pop it right onto whatever project you're doing. Okay, and I'm going to peel off the backer for this one. And again, these are all, the toner sheets are adhesive. So we do carry them that don't have adhesive on the back. If you want to apply your own adhesive or you want to do something different with it, you can absolutely do that. Okay, so I think all of this has been pulled off. Now this is a dainty one, so we gotta grab all the pieces. And there are, if you don't want to peel all the pieces off, you don't have to. So now we're gonna add this one. I think we'll lift up this petal and have this going down in this direction, and you'll see what's really cool again is that there's a complete variegation of color. Do you see how it changes? I just think that's so cool. Now we'll add another sprig, I think, over here. All right. Peel that off. Place this one right under here to give us a little bit of a flourish in that direction. Then I think we'll just add a couple more flowers up here. Oh, good, Monica. Sorry, peeling off the backer isn't always the easiest thing to do. I need a little, at least for me, because I have, it's tricky for me to grab the backer piece off. But with the little pokey piece, makes it very easy. And I know that it's looking like there's not much razzle dazzle because the light is not hitting the foil the right way. So it kind of looks like there's just a dark piece of Raven cardstock on here, but I promise I'll show you. It is very, very shiny in real life. Okay, and now I think we'll add a couple of gems to this to finish it off, and then we'll add a sentiment, and this card will also be done. And I'm hoping that you'll get an opportunity to do this in real life with these foils because they are just beautiful. Okay, so we'll use these lighter colored ones again. And our glue. And let's see, which ones of these do we want to use? Oh, yes. Very pretty. It would be, yes, with look like a silhouette, huh? All right, a little bit of adhesive there, and there. And let's grab our pokey tool, place that right on there, and this is going to make it, I think, kind of come to life because it's going to give centers to these flowers. There we go. And there we are. So now that'll dry completely clear, of course. Thank you, Oma. All right, and then last but certainly not least, we will add our sentiment. So I'm hoping you can see just how beautiful that's kind of standing out. And it's going to be one of those kind of, when you give this card to someone, they're going to be like, now how the heck did they do that? Because it looks like it's stenciled because of the way that it's foiled, but it's not stenciled at all. And for this one, I think we'll do the white on black writing, and I think we'll do the spread your wings and fly. Okay. And I think that will just finish it off perfectly. Okay. And there we go. We're going to let this one go a little bit in front there to give it a little bit of visual interest. Push down the rest of the... Whoops, our glue is not dry, Christopher. It's getting there. Tacky. Okay. Now we have spread your wings and fly, and I think that's great. Oh, yes, that's a great idea. So now you can see all of the shining, shimmering splendor. I'm hoping, you know, again, in real life, you'll be able to experience how shining, shimmering splendor this is. So that's the first one. And then we have our other two that we just did, remember, with the complete foil in the back, and then we did some watercolor look to the florals. And then here is our last one, We Belong Together. So simple, so easy. I really implore you to try it because it is so cool, and it's so fun playing with these foils, and I certainly had a great time creating them, and I hope you had a great time with me. So happy Friday, everybody. Happy almost spring. Happy daylight savings time, if there's daylight savings time where you are. And that's all I have for you today. It's almost 4:30. My goodness, it's almost time to go home and start the weekend. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for being a part of my life. I so appreciate you. Thank you so much for creating along with me, if you did create along with me. If you didn't, I hope that you're able to come back and watch this live and pause and rewind and fast forward or whatever you need to do to create these cards. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me this afternoon. Remember to create something every single day, whether that is your own spring card or your own ending. I love you all so very much, and I appreciate you, and I appreciate you spending the afternoon with me, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye, my friends.